I want to say happy Mother's Day for all the mothers here today. This is a special day for you all. And I always think of the mothers. There's someone that God has given something special. They've got something a man don't have. I know I've tried to take care of kids, and I love kids. I usually make friends with about every little kid I come across. But now spend quite a bit of time to babysit with them, I go nuts. I cannot babysit. But a mother got some kind of touch that a man don't have. And you take a kid that's been raised by a mother, a good mother, they're a lot different than one that's been raised by a man. I don't understand that. One thing, I believe it's called this way, God got things planned. Now we find in Psalms 113, there's a verse I like to read, sort of out of context, but I'm going to read it. And it said in verse 7, He rises up the poor out of the dust and lifted up the needy out of the dunghill, that He may set him with princes, even the princes of His people. He maketh the barren women to keep house, and to be a joyful mother of children. Praise ye the Lord. I want to say to you before I get into my message here this morning, if you have a mother that is still with us today, still with you, call her up and let her know that you love her. My mother, she was a good mother. She tried to teach us kids right. On the last, she would take, and I don't know where she was losing her mind or what it was, or lonely or whatever. She would call me about every day, and it's like a broken record, the same thing, over and over. And sometimes I'd lay the phone down, go get me a cup of coffee, and come back, and she'd still be telling me. But you know, when she passed away, I missed those phone calls. She was staying in touch. A mother is something special. And I picked this scripture out. It said, and to be a joyful mother of children. I want to bring you a short message this morning on the word mother. What does it really mean? Well, I sat down and sort of worked it out, what it means to me. The word as we start out on mother, I like to think of that as memories that I have. And if your mother is still with you, you can say that you've got a lot of memories of the things about your mother. Memories of things that your mother had done, the things that she maybe have said, and the things that she had done for you down through life. How that she had cared for you, how she raised you up as a child, how maybe she fed you and took care of you. A mother goes through a lot more than sometimes us men really know. So we have a lot of memories of our mother, whether they're still with us or where they have done been called out in glory. I know I think of mine many, many times, and I'm sure that you here today do yours too. And another thing I see as the word old. You know, the work of a mother is never done. It is never over with. They work and they work and they work, and it is a mother with children have something to do with them kids every day of their lives. They got something to do. They have to prepare their food. They prepare their clothing. They have to make sure that they had a bath and been going clean. They have to look over their health. Mother cares for their children every day of their lives. And they also, whether it rains, shine, or cold or hot, they still got to work for their kids. Their work for a child is never over. I know I didn't realize about my parents, my mother, until I got a little older in life. Then when I got kids of my own, then I realized what I put my family through. You worry about them kids all the time. If they're home, you're worried about their health. You're worried about whether everything's going all right. It's never over with. And then there is the tea in mother. It's the tears they shed. I tell you, I know to the fact, I've shed many tears over the way I used to live my life. Why? Because she worried about me. The tears of a mother over her children, where they're just tears over them. They worry about them. If you got kids, I don't care if they're grown, you worry about them. When you don't hear from them a day or two, you begin to wonder what in the world's going on. Tears over the family and over whether they're doing what they should or not. Because you know how children is. When they get away from mom and dad, they do all sorts of crazy things. And I don't care how I hear people say, my kids won't do this, my kids won't do that. I'm here to tell you, their kids are subject to anything to happen. So we worry about that, shed tears over them. And tears over their children, what they don't do and what they should do. When they're going to school, you worry about their grades and all of these things. And you know, it's just natural for a mother to do those things. Tears over their children about their getting in trouble or getting hurt, about getting sickness or whatever. They worry about them all the time. And then there's the mother's home. Not only have to take care of the family and feed them and clothe them and all of those things, they've got a home they've got to keep clean. I tell you, my wife, she makes me so tired of a day. She'll run back through the house, and I bet she walked 20 miles a day back and forth through the house. Wiping every little old dusty thing, and then me, I'd let it go. But it's her home. She wants to keep that home as clean as she can. And that's where mother is. Also, she's working the house just about every day that she's able. She's doing something inside the house. And a mother will do that every day. They got to make up the beds, got to wash the dishes, they got to cook, they got to do all these things, got to get the kids ready, got to do this and do that. It's all their job every day. They also she'll take and is proud of her home and proud of it because of her family. She'll work every day inside of that home. As we see also, there is the word E, and that it don't never end. Forever. As long as they're around and able to put one foot before the other one, they have these things to do. The things of a mother is forever with us. Her memories, things they done for us, and all these things, it's there forever, long as we live. The things she did and the things that she might have said to you and I and things will always stay with us. It'll last forever. We remember those things, like I said, just as long as we live. We don't really think of that when we're growing up. But I'll tell you what, a mother is something that is special. They've got a lot of things inside of them that a man don't have. And then there is the rest. You know, they don't ever get no rest, but there'll come a time that they will. They'll rest. Mother will work and she'll stay tired most of all the time. Don't ever get no rest. But it says someday she'll get all the rest she needs if she's a child of God. Because the Bible said in Revelation chapter 14 and verse 13, I hear the voice from heaven saying unto me, Write, blessed are the dead who died in the Lord from henceforth. Yea, saith the Spirit, that they may rest from their labor and their works do follow them. I'll tell you, a good Christian mother is something that cannot be beat. And I want to praise you for that today, because it's really, really is something. And I was looking in the book of Proverbs, and it talks about the virtuous woman. And as I look at that and I run those words down the best I could to check it out. And it means excellence and of goodness. It also is considered a necessary ingredient to exercise the faith that they have to do what they do. It's something in the Greek word that is used to express the ideal of power or strength. As I said, a mother's got some power that a man don't have. I know if I had to keep kids all the time, they'd have me in a mental institution. I couldn't drive a school bus at all that noise. But I love kids. I like to play with them, pick at them, have a good time. But I cannot babysit. I can't stand here and want to cry. If you whine, I'd give me anything you wanted. But a mother knows how to handle those things, and I don't. But there's something special. And as I said, if you've got a mother, let her know that you love her and thank her for what she has done for you. As I look back, my parents done a lot for me and put up with me. And I'm a very lucky and a blessed person. I don't know as I've got a cousin, a brother, or sister, or no one in my family that we got all against one another. Don't know none of them. If they've got an alt against me and my wife, that's something we sure don't know about. I tell you, being a Christian and a family being with God, it means it all. It means it all. And again, my heart goes out to the mothers And may God bless you today.